Hey guys, and welcome to a new EU4 campaign. Now today we will be playing as Afghanistan. To make sure I don't constantly save scum, I decided to play in Iron Man mode. Now starting off, I decided to build to my force limit and ally with the other vessels of the Timurids to prepare for the Independence War. Not even 1 second later, we began the Independence War because I was being impatient. Oof. I mostly sieged down the 2 Timurid forts and participated in a battle or 2. I mostly took money and my courage back from the Timurids in the peace deal, and also gave my allies some land as a token of thanks for helping me. Just kidding, who gives land to AI anyways? I mean, they did help me distract the Timurid army, but it's the AI, so one of them decided to leave me. Uzbek served as an important ally because later on they helped me with some of the wars I fought in India and Persia with the favors I carried with them. For now, I had 2 directions to expand into. One was through Multan and then into India, and the other one was through Balochistan, then through India. But here's the thing. So now I'm in a goddamn regency and I have to wait for a while to expand. But hey, at least the region is half decent. He's got a 1 in admin, a 4 in diplo, and also a 4 in mil. It would help with taking up, I guess. I mostly spent the time during the regency fabricating claims on India and currying favors with Uzbek to prepare for my next conquest. A rebellion occurred in the middle of the regency and coincidentally spawned on one of my troops while they were under morale. So I just casually lost a few men. And I maybe have just lost a fort and had to siege it down for a year to get it back. It was just a temporary setback anyways. After waiting for a while, it was time to begin the expansion of Afghanistan. I declared war on Balochistan and called in my 2 allies, Ajam and Uzbek. Unfortunately, the Timurids were allied with them, but fortunately I had 2 allies to help me to manage with the Timurids. I sieged down the Balochi capital, sieged down the Timurid capital, pissed out with the Timurids, and took all of the land. Now that's what I call a gamer moment. I also developed my capital when I had the chance to spawn the Renaissance so I could keep up with technology. I could not start invading India though because they had allies that were stronger than me, so I had to expand elsewhere first. Well, fortunately for me, Chagatai was weak enough for me to invade as they were beaten by the Oirat in a previous war. So, as they say, seize the means of opportunity. The war with Chagatai was pretty quick as I only had to occupy some forts and also they were being invaded by Uzbek too. I'm sorry Chagatai, but you were already dying anyways. After the war, I was waiting around until I saw that one of Multan's allies, Jaunpur, was not willing to support them in a defensive war. So... well, this was not supposed to happen. Seems like a bug or an intentional feature. Who knows? I don't know. I really don't know what happened there. Well, now I have to deal with the situation. No backing down now. So firstly, I dealt with Sistan. I killed their army and besieged all their provinces. I then moved my army to the east to deal with Multan, but I had to be careful first and wait for backup. I mostly just sieged down the Multan provinces and waited for the Jaunpur army to arrive. Charging ahead into Jaunpur territory be a bad idea. When the Jaunpur army arrived, I tried to avoid confrontation as best as possible, and only focused on taking out small stacks as I wouldn't want to take the chance of losing a battle, especially against a 2-star general. An opportunity soon arrived when the Jaunpur army fell into my trap of positioning themselves on my fort in Raw, and as they say, seize the means of opportunity. And shortly after that battle, I quickly wiped peace with Jaunpur. So now Multan was left all alone and all that was left to do now was to besiege their capital and end the war. I took the northern parts of Multan and also freed Punjab as an independent nation. But the war had costed me a lot of manpower and I needed to wait for a while before I went to war again. I was waiting for my manpower to recover to prepare for a war with the Timurids until this happened. So my ally Transoxiana dragged me into a war with the Timurids, so I had to join the war to at least get some land. I mostly just sieged down the Timurid forts and not contributing much to the war effort, but don't let that distract you from the fact that as a player, I am a very good ally for the AI. I then proceeded to bravely exit out of the war, with some land of course, for my contributions. I then declared another war. This time, I invaded Sistan, but be warned people who have OCD, you will not like the border. Short explanation, I was way too lazy to occupy their other one province minor ally in India, so I just went fuck it, and now we have this. Did I also tell you that I also invaded Fars? I mean, as they say, C is the means of, I will never stop telling this joke. I eventually occupied their capital and took all of their land. Well, almost all of their land. I mistakenly abdicated my king because the heir had better monarch points, but this activated a disaster. I will stop the series here for now because I am running out of storage to record in my computer, so I might upload the second part soon.